presence. Starting tonight for Black River, number 10, Molly Harrison. Number 25, I'm sorry. Number 11, Renee Sealer. Number 35, Tina Valente. Number 13, Katie O'Neill. And number 5, Amanda Chambers. And for your Proctor Phantoms, number 11, Jennifer Connell. Number 22, Kelsey McCormick. Number 35, Tiana Gillum. Number 5, Bobby Sue Sweener. And number 33, Danny Chaffee. Please stand for the national anthem.
The consolation game on Munger Vision. We are at the Hinchy Gym in West Rutland, Vermont. We have Proctor taking on Black River Presidents, Proctor Phantoms in the home white uniforms, and Black River in the, well, I call it maroon, but I'm colorblind, but I'll go with the dark uniforms. How's that sound? And again, this is the consolation game of the West Rutland Rotary JV basketball tournament. It's a yearly event, and a tip under control by Gillum. So Proctor will have the first touch. So I'll go back to McCormick. You saw the starting lineups. I'll go through the team's rosters as this night unfolds, but I think this should be a pretty even matchup tonight between these two teams. You can see Chop, you want to go down inside to Connell, and she will get the ball back, and they'll hand it off to McCormick, and that's good defense up top there. As they're pressured by Seiler, the ball will go to the floor, and they'll have Chaffee with the basketball. And now the 10 count will start again when they have to break out timeline on a second attempt to get it up over midcourt. And it'll be McCormick getting the ball under control. We're just underway, and there's going to be a foul called on number 11, Renee Seiler. That's the first foul of the game. 30 seconds into the contest. We have no score still, and the ball goes side out to Kelsey McCormick, number 22. And Proctor and Black River both experienced a little offensive problem last night in the opening round, and the defense has played pretty darn well. It was their offense. That's Chaffee, the hole, and there's the basket. Danielle Chaffee will put Proctor up 2-0. And Seiler will get the ball inbounded from O'Neill, number 13, Katie O'Neill out there. That's Bobby Sue Sweener, and she's picking up rather close to midcourt there. She's putting some pressure on the ball on Seiler, and she got the baseline. Seiler just a little bit too strong on the shovel shot. I like the aggressive play, though, attacking the basket, and Connell with the push. Might go away with a little travel. We'll get it back to Sweener, and 2-0 Proctor. 6:57 to go in the first quarter, and that's going to be off the rim. No good. Tipped around. Will come to Chaffee. She will put it up, and I believe, is getting 2 shots. She was fouled, and I think it was in the act of shooting, and that'll be Harrison will get the foul, and Chaffee will beat the line to shoot 2 for Proctor. Yeah, so Proctor with that 2-0 lead will stay 2-0 on the first shot being missed by Chaffee. She'll get a second attempt here, and again, that's going to be the second team foul on Black River, and the first personal on Harrison. And Chaffee's second shot will be up away and no good. Rebound will come down to O'Neill, and Katie O'Neill will pivot and then find Seiler, and they'll get set to trying to get things going offensively. They had a nice trip down the first time, got the baseline, took the drive, and there's a foul on number 22. Yeah. So McCormick will pick up her first foul, and she got in a little foul trouble last night. And then she'll pick that foul up with 6:43 going in the first quarter. It'll be Black River, ball side out, and that's going to be Chambers, number 5 out there. Amanda Chambers to bring the ball in play. That's McCormick pressuring the ball, and they're trying to play a little denial. It'll come into the paint, be picked up by Connell, and so they'll turn the basketball over, trying to bring the ball in to play. And Coach Jen Dobart telling her team to settle down and run through the offense. Chaffee will turn. There's the pass down to Gillum off the backboard. A little strong. Ball bounces around. It'll come out. Sweener will chase it down, number 5 for Proctor, and hit McCormick, and she carried the ball. Yep. And some offensive play there. You could see some arms thrown around and stuff like that. And I don't believe the officials got to see that. And yeah, and then explain it to, but I don't think, because it wasn't seen, that there'll be any fouls. You can see is being tacked over, but that'll be just a break in the action. Hopefully Harrison will be all right. Black River basketball, and then the good news was that Harrison was able to get up and walk off on her own power. We'll keep track of that and see if she'll be able to come back in the basketball game. But that's going to be Seiler working against Sweener, and that's going to be Sweener with a good defense. Pressuring again way up high near the mid-court stripe. There's a screen set up top, and they want to roll it back to their teammate on that side, Asa Aguirre out there, and that's going to be off from Sweener, I believe. Yeah, last touch by Proctor should be Black River basketball. It's 2-0. Proctor with the lead, and it'll be taken out of bounds by Seiler, and she'll be in front of the Proctor bench area. And I'll bring the camera down now as I keep playing with my microphone trying to get the audio to get set. And boy, up, fake, shot, no good. And the rebound will come down to Proctor's Chaffee. And then McCormick will kill a dribble a little early in the back court. That forces a long, tough pass, but Sweener will go up and get it. She'll get below the free throw line, and a little run one-handed, no good. And then going to be tipped out of bounds by Sweener over Chambers' back, and it'll be Black River basketball. And O'Neill will look to get it into Chambers with no pressure in the backcourt. 5:45 to go in the first quarter. Things kind of unfolding now as the game's starting to get a flow to it. Yeah, and that's going to be her second foul. So it's 2 fouls quickly on McCormick, and that will bring Crowning Shield into the basketball game, number 23 for Proctor. That's going to be Black River basketball, and they'll take it on this side. And as the refs just getting in position now, they're going to have Mike switch down and go on the baseline. And they'll just bring the ball into Chambers now. So 2-0, and that's a big foul to get second foul this early in the basketball game on McCormick. And Chambers will give the ball back to Seiler. She wants to run the weave, and then never developed as Sweener was there, and there was no screen set to pick her off. And Seiler's going to be double teamed, and 5-second count. Yep. Again, it's just one Black River player on this side of the court, and that was good defense by Proctor, but the ball will come into play now as Connell will have the basketball, number 11, and Proctor in the consolation game, taking on Black River at the West Rutland Rotary Club's JV basketball tournament. It's the way they end the season. Get a 5-second count the other way. O'Neill with the good defense that time, number 13. And we're going to have a sub coming to basketball. It'll be Palmer, number 3, coming in. First time we'll see Palmer tonight. She played a lot of minutes last night for Black River, and she'll have the ball out of bounds, and she'll bring it in, and it'll be Chambers that will run the point, number 5. She brought that dribble up high. I think she's got tape on her fingers. I think she's dribbled it off her foot also, yeah. And it'll be Proctor basketball. But they were looking at her hand before the game. Yeah, she's got her index finger on her right hand taped up, and now Black River's going to go to a press defense. Maybe try to pick up the... Yeah, the ref had to head the ball. There we go. Sweener will bring it into play, but try and pick up the intensity probably here and maybe create some easier baskets on turnovers like that right there. And Asa Aguirre will have the basketball, bring it back, and Chambers. Oh, good look, just won't go. There's Valeni. No, 2 good chances, won't drop. And that's what happened to Black River last night. They had some good shots, some good looks, but just didn't get the things that drop down through the cylinder for them. And this is going to be 4:48 left in the first quarter, and Connell, all the way in, off the glass, no good. Rebound, the plant was fouled. Yeah, they got a hold of her and had her by the arm, and it'll be Chambers called for the foul. And I didn't think there'd be shots, so there won't be any shots. It'll be Connell taking the ball out of bounds on the baseline for Proctor. And O'Neill, number 13, playing denial on that defense. Here trying to cut down that passing leg, and the catch, the foul, and 2 shots coming up, and everybody colliding and crashing to the floor. And I think Chambers might have just picked up another foul.
Red 5.
Yeah, a red 5, and I think that's an indication of a push. And Seiler will be coming back in the basketball game. I'm assuming that she'll replace Chambers with the 2 fouls with 4:39 to go in the first quarter, and that shot will be off the mark. And say it's 2-0, and it will be Seiler 11 for Black River coming in for Chambers, number 5 for Black River. And that at the free throw line, the first to identify was Mercedes LaPlante, number 41, and we will have another second shot coming up, and that's going to be short and not hit the rim, and that'll be a violation. The ball will go to Black River. So those offensive woes from last night for both sides continuing here early on in this basketball game. With 4:39 to go, first quarter action, the consolation game, and I will have the championship game. We've got Burton and West Rutland in it. It's going to be Palmer with the basketball. Palmer might have got a blocking foul, yep. And I'll tell you what, that's a lot of fouls already combined by both teams. And we haven't hit the halfway point yet of this first quarter. And Molly Harrison back in the basketball game now. She will replace Catherine Eseguirre. And that's going to be 6 fouls combined by the two teams. Oh, Crowningshield just took the ball away. She's trying to run the break. The numbers are there defensively. They got back, short shot, chased down, and taken over by Valenti. And she will be double teamed on the baseline. She's going to try to dribble up and out of it. Works out the screen set by O'Neill. And that was a good job by Valenti and O'Neill to get out some trouble there. And Seiler with the basketball will come down to Palmer. She wants to take Crowningshield. Yeah, it's going to be a blocking foul on Crowningshield. Now be 3 fouls on Proctor as a team and 4 fouls on Black River. 7 fouls in less than 4 minutes combined by the two teams. And they're going to bring in number 32 now for Proctor, and that will be Christina Campo. So Campo coming in for Gillum for Proctor, and they're in the white uniforms. They're the home team in this consolation game. And Palmer, baseline, Palmer, paint, Palmer fakes, Palmer puts it up, Palmer missed. Rebound, still alive, and it's going to become Black River basketball. I'll tell you, that's another good look down and deep by the Black River squad. And now Chaffee coming back in the ball game for LaPlante for Proctor. And O'Neill trying to lob it up. Nice catch. Oh, great block from behind. There was a lob into Harrison, and it looked like she was going to be able to get a shot away, but from behind, the shot was blocked by Crowningshield. This is Sweener with the basketball. 2-0. She'll cut inside and make it 4-0. Good penetration on the dribble below the free throw line by number 5, Bobby Sue Sweener. Makes it 4-0 now, Proctor. And you see Black River spreading the floor, bringing on a high post offense out here, and it's going to be Palmer. She's got a good ability to dribble, and that shot by O'Neill is going to be a little bit off the mark. Rebound, everybody's got it. And it should stay down this end with Black River, and that's what we'll have as the game now starting to unfold, get a little flow, get a little more rhythm to it. And Black River, I think, basically really just got to stay with what they're doing, and some of these shots have got to fall like that. 4-2 on Valenti's shot that went up and in. And that's Tina Valenti with the basket now after the made basket. You'll see Black River go to the press, and they'll throw over the top, and O'Neill with that good speed will get back in position. Stop Connell, she'll stop, and no good. Long rebound will be chased down by Seiler, and Black River can get this thing tied up. We're at the 3-minute mark to go in the first quarter, and there's a screen set by Palmer, and Seiler got grabbed on the arm. Yep. And that will become the 4th foul on Proctor, and that's 4 fouls apiece now. So 8 fouls, like I said. It's looking like we'll be having everybody going to the line here in the first half rather shortly. Is Chantel Marichak's coming in for Black River. She came off the bench last night, provided quite a bit of scoring. And I know there's another sub that came in. I just didn't catch it for Proctor. Oh, it's Tabor. Number 30 came in. Palmer had it blocked by Connell. Ball will come right back, and boy, there's a lot of ball faking, and they'll get the ball just before the 5 count. Now they'll have Seiler. And Sweener's a good defender. She's a quick player. She matches up. She'll keep her spacing. Nice screen set by Valenti right there. Now Seiler needs some help. Wants to get the ball to Palmer, and she's going to pivot, plant, throw the ball out. There's the steal. Here comes Connell down the court. Counting steps, setting it up, and getting the finish. 6-2. Proctor on the steal by Connell. And that was Jen Connell, number 11. And again, Sweener's been key here defensively by coming all the way up to midcourt and putting pressure on Seiler right there and letting her get the offense set up, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Proctor. It'll be Black River basketball as they trail 6-2 here in the first quarter. Consolation game, West Rutland Rotary JV basketball tournament, and this is how they end up the season. They have a get-together between 4 schools, and oh, Marichaks with a good drive. Campo with the rebound, and might have traveled. And she did, yep. And it's going to be Palmer taking the ball out of bounds on the baseline for Black River. And they'll get it in, and Marichaks will turn, pivot, wants to drive, gets to the free throw line, and got an offensive foul, I believe. Now player control foul, still foul, but I think she kind of cleared out a little bit. Be like a warding off penalty in lacrosse. And now Sweener with the basketball, and see Seiler there playing the denial on the inbounds pass. And they'll get it into Connell. Connell's wide open again. Oh, she double dribbled. She knew it. Oh, she knew it. Yeah. I think she's trying to line it up and get the dunk this time, and just double dribbled. And I got a violation on Black River. What happened? Bombers crossed over the line before she delivered the pass. And we're going to have our first timeout taken, and full timeout taken by Luigi Valenti. And it's 6-2, Proctor with the lead. And I think, yeah, I'm going to go with Black River's roster, because next time out I'll go over to Proctor. But I'll tell you right now, they have Kirsten Corbett, number 1, Caitlin Palmer, number 3, Amanda Chambers is 5, Renee Seiler is number 11, Katie O'Neill's 13, Catherine Isaguirre out there is number 23, and you got Roll the R at the end, she told me. Molly Harrison is 25, Chantel Marichox is 33, and Tina Valenti is number 35, and that is the roster for Black River. And again, they trail 6-2, and the big story for Proctor is Kelsey McCormick has 2 fouls already in the first quarter. She's sitting on the bench right now, and both teams have 5 team fouls. So, again, when you get to 7 fouls, you're shooting the 1-on-1, and it looks like possibly before the first quarter, we could be in that situation already. That's a good timeout, I think. You're only down 4 points, but things are kind of messy and sloppy right now, and you want to straighten it out, and why it's a tight game. And Proctor getting out of the huddle now. And it's going to be Proctor basketball. And there's Connell. She'll take the ball out of bounds on the baseline. Number 11 for Proctor, and the Phantoms JV squad will get set. And then again, they're going to have O'Neill out there. So you're kind of back out the ball a little bit, trying to take away the angle to the inside. They'd rather have them come back outside like that to Campo. She'll be off the mark. Valenti with the rebound. She is going to keep the ball alive so nobody can tie her up. And here comes O'Neill. O'Neill full speed, and she'll curl, cut back, look for the trailer on the play. It'll be Valenti. She wanted to take it into the hole, drives, and got it. And Valenti could have a big night tonight. She's got the size, she's got speed, and she can attack the hole like that down there. 6'4", Proctor, and Connell comes open again. O'Neill, see her get in position. She got to the spot. Connell stop and use the glass and get it. Jen Connell. That's 3 times now that she's gotten open behind the defense, and what she's doing, she's running a little loop down in the paint and basically brushing off her defender on a screen and coming open. And Seiler will come to Harrison, back to Seiler. This is a 3 ball. No, long rebound. O'Neill had the inside track, and it just nicked the outbounds line. It'll become Proctor basketball. I like the idea that Black River, too, is going to go with the press early in the game and try to create. See what O'Neill did that time? She took away that long outlet pass by traveled. Yep. So at 8-4, the ball will go back over to Black River, who's down just to 4 points, and it'll be O'Neill taking the basketball out of bounds, number 13 in the dark uniforms, the maroon or burgundy uniforms, and Molly Harrison being guarded by Campo, and then a help defense by Connell, and she just took the ball away, and then a foul will be on Harrison, and that'll be the 16th foul. Yeah, one more foul, and that's going to be the bonus. And it'll be Proctor's Bobby Sue Sweeney looking to bring the ball into play, and she's looking. There's already, each team's already received a 5-second count because the defense, I don't know if it's the defense or as much as the offense didn't know what to do, but the defense will get the credit. And there's a crossover, and she carried the basketball. Yeah, and we'll have the ball taken side out, and it's going to be, again, Miss O'Neill, number 13. And Palmer will, this time a little more space as they didn't have Sweener up top. Oh, they've switched defenses. That's why they've gone to a 2-3 zone, Proctor has. They put Sweener down low, and that's O'Neill catches, fires, little off, rebound, Valenti, and then Choppy with a good box out will find Connell, and that's, again, another good shot down inside that Black River just didn't get the drop for him. 8-4, 20 seconds to go in the first quarter, the consolation game, and Connell had it taken away by Palmer, and she brought the ball out front. Palmer, no, rebound. O'Neill, blocked by Sweener, out of bounds. Sweener came from out of nowhere, made the block. And now Knowles will come in, number 21 for Sweener for Proctor. So, Megan Knowles, number 21 in the basketball game. O'Neill lobs it up, and Harrison, great catch. No, won't drop. O'Neill got it! Nobody boxed out O'Neill. We're going to have a Proctor timeout with an 8-6 game with 2 seconds to go. And Coach Jen Dobart will read her roster for you. And we have Bobby Sue Sweeney, number 5, Jen Connells, number 11, Megan Knowles, 21, Kelsey McCormick's 22, Chris Crowningshield's 23, Hillary Taborworth's 30, 32 on our roster is Christina Campo, Elizabeth Guyette's 34, Tiana Gillum 35, Whitney Carmen 40, 41 Mercedes LaPlante, and Danielle Chaffee is 33. And just an observation, that was strange with 2 seconds to call the timeout, because the quarter would have expired. You would have got the time to talk on the bench with your team and saved your timeout. But I'm sure she had a good reason. So we will have an 8-6 game. Black River on a little bit of a run right now, and Proctor will have the basketball, and they'll bring it into play, and they're going to have Knowles take the ball out, number 21 on the baseline, and again, Black River now can get that press set up. If they 2 seconds is plenty of time to get the steal and get a shot off if you're Black River. Yeah, now they're going to back off and give them a different look, and yeah, it's going to be the buzzer, and that's going to be it, and it'll be 8-6. Proctor with the lead at the end of the first quarter play on Munger Vision from the consolation game. Proctor will have possession as we get going in the second quarter of play, and they'll put Palmer on the ball, and that's going to come in, and Tabor will toss her to the top of the trap, going back to Connell, and Connell, boy, Palmer right on her. They go down to Chop. It's a good option because she can power the ball up just like that. She's very offensive minded, and she'll make it 10-6. And that was a set play, drawing up on the dry erase board. I was kind of peeking over at Coach Dobart's shoulder, and I saw that, and they executed that very well. And they'll come out in a 2-3 zone, 3-point shot. Oh, it's going to go. Had a little help on the second bounce, but it's going to go up and in and make it 10-9. It's a 1-point lead for Proctor. And here comes Connell. She's going to dribble out of the press. I like that. Now she'll turn, and like I said, each team's already got a 5-second count by not trying to move the ball forward, and there's the dribble killed, and the steal by Seiler. She'll turn away from the pressure. Got a chance for a breakaway. Yeah! That's a tough shot straight on like that, and it goes 11-10. Black River will have their first lead of the basketball game, and Crowningshield will be on the at the scorer's table. It's not on it, but that's a live ball. And it's going to become Black River basketball. They'll have it back down right there. Hoop on the other end. They were looking for the home run ball, and Connell did not release. Yeah, nobody touched it, so Crowningshield in the ball game now for Proctor, number 23. So 11-10, Black River with the lead, and they'll get the ball in. And Asa Gira out there, and that's going to be, Seiler pulled down the shot, and not going to happen. Rebound will come down to Chaffee. She'll protect the basketball, and you see Chambers out there right on top of the play, but they'll find Tabor. And Tabor waits for Connell to come behind, and there's a screen set by Chaffee, and now Connell will be in the front court, and she'll be picked up by Palmer, who's played very well here, number 3 for Black River. And going to be a foul. O'Neill got there, a little late, bumped Crowningshield, and O'Neill will pick up the foul. And that is the 1-1. Yep, and it happens with 6:35 to go still in the second quarter. And Crowningshield, who shot pretty good from the free throw line last night in the opening round. And Palmer's going to take a breather, and again, Caitlin Palmer doing a nice job tonight out there for Black River, and she's going to be replaced by Kirsten Corbin. So Corbin in the basketball game for the first time for the Presidents, and a 1-1. This is the first shot, and Crowningshield, no. And O'Neill tips it to her teammate Seiler. Seiler wants to push the ball, and what Black River wants to, dribble came up on her. What Black River wants to do is increase the tempo of the game. You can see the push, and sideline coach Valenti hollering, to go, get the push going, and he's got the press involved here early. Try and pick up the intensity, create some turnovers, get some breaks on some easier buckets. And that's going to be Chaffee off the Crowningshield. And I'm sorry, that's O'Neill right there. Oh, that should be a backcourt. Yeah, nobody touched it. Right off the leg of Crowningshield. And now Valenti will be back in the basketball game, number 35. Tina Valenti will be in there for Black River, and that's what I was looking at the scorer's table. That's why I said her name. And now O'Neill, who's done very well tonight, brings the ball into play. The Chambers brings it over to her teammate, Asa Gira, out there, and they'll swing the ball over, and Corbin will be off the front of the rim, and Crowningshield will take control of the rebound. Looks for Connell, who came back to the basketball, and that's where they want to run the point right now. Remember, McCormick's on the bench for Proctor with those 2 fouls. Corbin with the good defense, and then the grab by Tabor, and there's going to be, good job not picking up the foul. Pressured defensively, but not to the point where you get the foul, and 2 shots should be coming up. And that was Crowningshield making a lot of something out of nothing right there. Nice job being creative by Crowningshield. And that foul called on Black Rivers, number 23, Catherine Isagira out there. First time I saw that name last night, it scared the heck out of me, and then she worked me through it. I'm proud to pronounce it, and I got it down now, and that's going to be good. Crowning Shield to make that, tie the game up at 11-all, as Gillum 35 and Sweener, number 5, come in for Proctor, and I'm trying to keep track. It's Harrison 25. And Marichox, number 33, coming back in for Black River. So the Presidents and the Phantoms all tied up at 11. Stayed tied up at 11. Gillum had it, might still have it. No, it's going to be Chambers with the basketball. And she's just going to circle on out and come right into the front court. And that pass is going to get to Marichox. She'll catch it. There's Sweener again with Gillum. Nice job, double team. Pass over the top, and they'll get it to the free throw line. To Harrison, swings it around, and it's going to be O'Neill. Wants to bring the ball back to Marichox. No, she lined it up but couldn't knock it down. The rebound will be Chambers, an offensive rebound. Well, I tell you, got a push foul. It's going to be this is going to be only the 6th foul. I'm sorry, it's only the 6th foul on Proctor. It'll be Chaffee with the foul, but O'Neill's going to relax a little bit when she gets the shot. She kind of catches and rushes it, and she just realized she had a little time there to take a little more patience. Good athlete, very good athlete. Her dad's Jim O'Neill. Coaches the Rutland County Royals with Glenn Carter baseball team. Coaches the President's baseball team, and he lives and dies baseball. He's actually sitting over there in full Red Sox uniform. Connell will pivot, give the ball back, and you can see Crowning Shield with the catch. Goes back to Connell, and I'll tell you, Black River coming out with a lot of intensity, and I think a lot of it has to do with coming out aggressively with that press, because they're really moving, really reacting. Crowning Shield might have been partially blocked, and it's going to be off from Valeni, 35 out of bounds. 11-11 in the second quarter. We're all tied up in the consolation game. See Connell. Oh, got a great block. It was Valeni with the block, and then it'll be Marichox with the basketball. There's a nice entry pass. At first I was going to say they got the bunny shot, on an entry pass on an inbounds play, but then it was blocked by Valeni, and it's going to be to Valeni. They bring it back, and boy, I tell you, nice passing. Square up, couldn't get the shot to drop. Connell with the rebound, has Valeni take it away, and Valeni's going to be tied up, and it will be Proctor basketball. And Valeni's starting to get into the flow of the game now, and starting to don't want to say dominate, but really starting to exert herself out there, and she's that type of player. And Sweener will come in, and it'll be a nice catch by Connell. Back to Sweener. Sweener with a lot of court to work with. And she'll get the baseline, try to finger roll it, and it's going to be taken out of there by Marichox. Her pass will come to O'Neill, and Katie O'Neill will stop and give the ball back to Valeni with the one-touch pass. We'll go over to Mollison. 4:19 to go in the second quarter. That's up, and no. I like the fact that they're shooting the ball more tonight, Black River. And another strong defensive rebound by Chaffee, and this ball will go back. It'll be Connell and Palmer at the scores table will be coming in for Black River, along with Seiler. Yeah, we're going to have a blocking foul on Marichox. .33, yeah, it'll be Marichox with the foul. Her first personal, team's 9th. And somebody's got to take some free throws here. It'll be Connell, okay. So Connell at the line, and she will have the one-on-one, okay. Yeah, because this is the 9th foul. The next foul will be the team's 10th, and it'll be 2 shots the rest of the way for Proctor. And, oh, yeah, it's beautiful looking free throw, but they're going to wave it off because she crossed the line on her shot, the free throw line. And so Palmer, who really helped ignite Black River early on in this ballgame, inserted back in the lineup, number 3, and she'll have Seiler in the back court with her. And I'm surprised, Proctor, no pressure in the back court. Trying to create some turnovers themselves, but they'll settle down in that 2-3 zone, and Marichox will get down, and Chaffee reached in and took it away. Oh, what quick hands by Chaffee. And she'll go to Gillum. Gillum will find Connell, and Connell turned and couldn't find anybody down the court who was open, so she dribbled it into the front court herself. And Isaguirre will be at the scores table getting set to check in for Black River. And Connell just kind of weaving her way around down there and found Gillum. She'll make the ball fake, and Harrison's going to be called for the foul. Oh, double dribble, I'm sorry. Double dribble called on Gillum, 35, and that will allow Corbin to come in the basketball game for Black River. Okay, so Isaguirre kind of fooled me. She went to the scores table, but then she didn't go in the basketball game. She went back to the bench, and we will have Palmer now bring the basketball down and Still looks like a 2-3 zone, and again, I'm sure before the night's over, we'll probably see a lot of different looks by both teams. As Corbin will play toss and catch with Palmer to Seiler. She'll make the catch, and then Palmer sets, fires short, and foul. 3 shots. I believe I just saw the 3. I mean, she was taking a 3-point shot. 2 shots. Okay, I apologize. Okay, so it's. I think I saw it was in flash number 23 for the foul, and then it's 2 shots coming up. And I'll be crowning shield to foul, and Palmer a little strong with that one. Got to take a big breath here and take a little juice off the ball on this one. Oh, front rimmed it, and Connell will get it. We'll stay tied at 11 now. And all the way down. Tabor's open, and she's going to the line. Tabor will go to the line, and somehow, again, that play's worked so well for Proctor tonight. They did it with Connell quite a bit. Now Tabor gets open behind the defense. Yeah, and Coach Valenti going over whose assignment's who, and Tabor will be at the line to shoot 2. And look, see if she can break the tie with 3:03 to go in the half. And she does. It'll be 12-11 now. Proctor regaining the lead. They led most of this first half. Only once were they down. That was at 11-10. And they're back up now 12-11. That was Palmer's first personal foul. And Tabor gets them both. They'll go back to a bucket lead at 13-11. And Palmer will walk the ball up between circles, bring the ball in. Oh, it's going to be Connell with the steal. And Connell with the left hand, and we're going to have a blocking foul. Yep, see right there. No doubt about it when he makes the call. You know what the foul is. And I'm just looking, yeah, it should be Connell settling in at the free throw line, and it will be. And with 2:50 to go now, again, the foul situation was big to me early on when each team had 5 team fouls at the end of the first quarter. But Proctor now already shooting double bonuses. That's going to be the second foul on Palmer. They're going to bring O'Neill 13 in the ball game, and Chambers number 5 for Black River. And Corbin will come out now, and Palmer came out with those 2 fouls. And Connell's second shot's good. Well, she got a nice looking free throw. Remember the one she made, they waved off earlier, and it goes 15-11. Lead up to 4, and Black River's Valenti will bring the ball back to Seiler. I like the matchup they had earlier with Valenti down low, and that's going to be off the mark. There's Valenti up, and no. And boy, Sweener with great position. Not only did she get the rebound, but she's going to bring the ball up herself, and now she'll kick it out. And Tabor will make the catch, and she might have traveled. Yeah, it was tiptoeing, but it was still traveling. So Black River will have the basketball on that far side of the Hinchy Gym for the West Rutland Rotary JV tournament. And no. Long shot, long rebound. Chambers will chase it down. And let's go to Valenti. She'll make the catch to the hole and got it. See, I like Valenti as an option, as number 1 option personally. She's being guarded by Chaffee, who is size-wise as tall as she is, but I think that Valenti is a little quicker. There's the crossover to the free throw line. They're looking to give it to the trailer on the plate. It'll be Tabor, and she'll come back to Connell. It's 14-13, Proctor with the lead. There's the baseline. There's the running one-hander. Oh, almost able to kiss it off the glass. Gillum, no. Chaffee got it to Tabor. She's in the paint, and she got fouled. So O'Neill will pick up the foul, and that will send Tabor back to the line where she just made her 2 previous shots. That'll be O'Neill's second personal. And Tabor, a lot of patience, and going to be a little off on that one. Let's try to salvage 1 and 2 here to go, and this would make it a 2-point ball game, and Tabor will be up and going to be short. Yep. And since it didn't hit the rim, it'll automatically become Black River basketball. And Marichok's will be coming in the game for Black River, and she's going to replace O'Neill, and they want to protect her with those 2 fouls. Yep. And Guyette, 34, coming in, get a nice hand. So Guyette, number 34 for Proctor in the ball game, replacing Tabor, who's done a good job off the bench for Coach Dobart. And Seiler keeping it dribble alive, and Yeah, the ref won't start his count yet because the defense not close enough to start the count. They'll go to Chambers, swings the ball over. Marichaks, nope. Trying to use the glass, and Valenti has it. Yeah, she saved herself from going out of bounds. Has the ball knocked away. Dribble still alive. We'll bring it back. Seiler with the catch. Marichaks wanting to take the shot. The defense double dribble. Guyette jumped out and really forced that. Nice job by Guyette, 34. Now Sweener with the basketball. And yeah, they got Chambers all over that long outlet pass. And they still get it to Connell somehow between two defenders, and she traveled. Yeah, Connell had the right idea. She had the defender going back on her heels, wanted to just stop on the dime and take the shot, but she traveled. And with 1:21 to go in the half, Black River can take the lead here on a bucket or a basket, however you want to say it. And Seiler will bring the basketball down. And, yep. Chambers will call for it on this side, and that's a three-point shot, and no, rim out on her. And Sweener will get the rebound, and Sweener again works off the screen on the far side. She's got some room, and that's shot down quickly by Seiler. Oh, she'll come inside, split the defense, put it up, had the shot blocked, saved by Gillum. No, she was out of bounds. Good effort by Gillum, but the ball will be out of bounds. It'll be Black River basketball with 59 seconds to go, and Asagiro will come in now, number 23 for Black River. She's going to replace Marichaks. Yeah, and they're going to again bring the ball down inside to Valenti. I think has worked so well, especially it's tough on the zone, and if you don't reverse the ball quick enough, and that's going to be short. Rebound. The pass came back. Valenti stayed on the knee, so she would not get the travel call, and Asagire will put it up. It'll be off the glass, off the rim, and Guyette will get the ball, and Asagire on the defense there, and it'll be picked up by Sweener with 33 seconds to go. Sweener. Oh, I missed it. Yeah. Oh, we got a foul. Yeah. Now, the reason there's no shots, it's an offensive foul on Proctor. It's like a player control foul, offensive foul thing, so they don't get shots this year. So 31 seconds to go, and again, Black River down just to 1 point. And again, they want to reverse the ball quicker and try to get that pass lane open down inside for Valenti, and now they're going to take the shot off the outside, and Valenti, it hung on the rim for it, and I believe it's going to be a Black River foul, but I'll better wait and see here.
White 5, yes, push.
Oh, Sweener will get the call. So Chambers will be at the line now, and all this happening with just 10 seconds to go in the half. That's going to be Sweener's second personal foul, and Chambers on the line for the Presidents. 14-13, Proctor with the lead in the consolation game, and Chambers, nope. Oh, I'll tell you, Chaffee got in there and just took control of the board. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Sweener with 3, 2. It'll count if it goes. It's going to be short, and that's going to be the first half. And I knew it'd be a close one, and it is. 14-13, Proctor, the 1 point lead in the consolation game at the West Rutland Rotary JV basketball tournament on Munger Vision. I see the gentleman right there at the, well, he's getting pulled by his daughter, but he's got his son on, or he's got a child on his lap. He's got his Red Sox baseball cap on, his Red Sox jacket. That's Black River baseball coach and Rutland County Royals baseball coach Jim O'Neill out there, and his daughter's number 13, Katie O'Neill, and she played a very good first half. And it'll be Black River basketball. 14-13. Black River down 1. They'll have the basketball, and Seiler come off to O'Neill. And it was a game in the first half. It took a while to kind of get going, but then it had a good second quarter. There were a lot of fouls. Most of those came in the first quarter, and that's going to be Chambers with the basket. And exactly what the coach was talking about. I was eavesdropping on Luigi down there. And there's that long pass, and it works again to get O'Connell up, and she'll leave it short. The second shot will not miss. So, and Connell will give Proctor back the lead, 16-15. So the teams combined for 4 quick points in the first 30 seconds of the second half, and they'll play toss and catch. Seiler rims out on her, and the rebound will be all Chaffee on it. She'll give it off to McCormick, who set out a lot of that first half with the 2 fouls. So she's ready to go. She's ready to play, and she's taking it to the hole, and there's going to be Gillum. Got it. Offensive rebound to Gillum, and she'll make the shot. And oh, we got a player hurt for Black River, and it's Harrison, and she's pointing toward the ankle area. Well, Harrison able to walk. Gosh, she has a slight limp. They got her some ice put on her leg, but it'll be Black River with the basketball down 3 as that was Gillum with the putback, and 6 points combined by the two teams, and Seiler will travel. Yeah, she... Yep, Luigi Valenti telling her keep her dribble going. There was somebody there to guard her, and that's going to be caught by McCormick. She'll just work her way right to the left elbow, down to the paint, and that's going to be 2 shots coming up. McCormick, I told you, she was sitting over here all that first half after she got her second foul, and you could tell she was just raring to get back in here and play, and she's out there pretty pumped right now. And good strong attack to the hole. That'll be a foul on Valenti. 35 for Black River, and they have it down as their first personal and the first team foul of the second half, and that's not going to happen on a shot. It'll be 18-15 still, Proctor with the lead. Second shot coming up from McCormick will be up, and yes. Got a little help from the rim, but you got to do that now and then, and it's going to be Seiler with the basketball, and she'll cross the timeline, and the defense way down around the arc. That's Sweeney will slide over to her, and it's going to be Connell. They're playing that 2-3 zone, and going to toss over the top. There's a catch by Black River. They want to drive. No. Rebound. Yeah, going to fall, I believe, on Valenti again. As Chambers took the shot. Yeah, it's going to be her second personal foul now. And as you see the full court press that was employed most of that first half by Black River, and it was pretty effective. It didn't create tons of steals, but it did create tempo and aggressiveness. And that's going to be McCormick with the basketball. McCormick going down the far side, and Seiler will get to the spot, cut her off, and then McCormick will just reverse, and that's going to be O'Neal. She'll switch off. Yeah, and they want to hedge over, and they did, and that's going to be pass coming down inside to Chaffee. She'll turn fire, and that might have been blocked by Valenti. It's going to be out of bounds off from Black River. And Asa Gire out there, number 23 for Black River. She came in for Harrison, who left with the injury to the ankle area, and now will be McCormick bringing the ball into play. And Seiler on the defense on the inbounds pass, and now they want him to break, and comes to Gillum. No. They had a good play set. The shot was just short, and it'll be Valenti with the rebound, come down to Seiler. Seiler will push the ball up, and again with that zone defense, they can get some pretty good push going against it. And a bucket! Chambers from the outside will make a 19-18, a 1-point lead for Proctor. And McCormick, again able to break the press by herself, takes it in and got the foul. Again, nothing like pushing the ball to create good situations for yourself, and both teams doing that now. And McCormick back in there really getting the job done as a press breaker all by herself, and then just strong player. When you get her one-on-one like that in the paint, she's just strong. She'll just push her way in there, and she got the foul. And she got the shot right there and makes it 20-18, Proctor up by 2. So Kelsey McCormick on her second shot will get it again. She made her last 3 now, makes it 21-17. It's a 4-point lead for Proctor. And Palmer at the scores table getting set to check in for Black River. Sweeney will come around the screen, and Seiler might get the bounce. Nope, it's going to be a good box out that time by Connell. And Connell will bring the ball up herself. One thing about Proctor, they're getting the defensive rebounds, and then the guards are bringing the ball up, and we got steps. Got wave off everything. There was a travel call. Just going back, when McCormick or when Seiler or Chambers gets the basketball, they bring the ball up themselves, and that really helps create tempo and an advantage numbers-wise. Now they're out there close enough to get the 5-second count. There it is. Yeah, second 5-second count of the basketball game that Proctor's defense has created. And I got the wrong side. We're going over on the other side of the gym, and it'll be Connell, and now Marichok's coming in, number 33 for Seiler for Black River. Yeah, and that's going to be McCormick now with the basketball. And Kelsey McCormick works off the screen. She let the screen develop. And Sweeney, that's going to be a foul on Valenti. And all of a sudden, she's got 3 fouls. Yeah. And that's big. That's 3 fouls now on Valenti. And they'll get the ball into Chaffee, and she'll save it. And ooh, got some NBA steps in there. And they're going to come back to McCormick, and get no space to get the shot off from Sweeney. Brought it all the way around on the screen, got up in the air, gave it off to Gillum, her shot might have been partially tipped, and now Valenti will get the ball, toss it up. Sweener with the steal, bodied up against by Palmer. Palmer at the fadeaway by Sweener, no good, and Valenti will be fouled. And that will be a foul on Chaffee. I believe that's only her second. Be the team's first of the second half, and it'll be Chaffee's. As they're letting the subs come in right now, so I'm waiting on the break. So we're going to bring Campo, number 30. Campo 30. Okay, Campo 32 is coming to the ball game for Proctor, along with 23 Crowning Shield and 21-17, and that is Chaffee's second foul, and this will be Chambers, and she'll be picked up by McCormick, and McCormick is trying to angle her down for some help on the baseline, and got a moving screen, I believe.
Red, 2-3 red, moving screen.
Yeah, that's what we had. We had an Asa Gire out there, and that'll be a moving screen, and she's trying to find. Yeah, she's trying to find Sweener because she wanted to break free, and Asa Gire with a nice correction here to not allow the breakout. And Sweener will get the bucket, a switch from the free throw line. 23-17, lead's gone to 6, and now the momentum on Proctor's side, and they're able to, again, get the quick push, get the defense retreating, and Asa Gire has her shot blocked by Chaffee, and Chaffee might have, yeah, she got on the inline to go out bound. It'll be Black River basketball, and Harrison will come back in for Asa Gire for Black River. And while Chambers take the ball out of bounds, number 5, and she'll try to, they're going to run the stack. They'll bring it in. It's going to be Palmer with the basketball, and Palmer works off the screen by O'Neal, gets it to O'Neal. She didn't take the shot, and she's got to get out of the paint. She does, and it's going to be Marichak. She'll pivot, and Campo stayed with her, and now they'll just recycle. No shot clock, State of Vermont. They can take all the time they want, and there's going to be a blocking foul. And Crowning Shield will be called for the second team foul on Proctor here in this third quarter, and that's going to be her third personal foul on Crowning Shield. Again, they're going to run the stack. You can see them on the near side of the box. And they'll come out to Palmer, and boy, didn't know where to get the shot off. As Sweener stayed with her. O'Neal got it. Took her time and nailed it. She just kind of slid out of the stack, and nobody followed her. And it goes 23-19, and this looks well defended this time. And O'Neal will get the long pass from Chambers, as Black River's made a nice correction now on that play by Proctor. That was very successful the first 5 times they ran it. Marichak wanted to get a little closer for the shot and be too close, and it'll be a 1 and out this time as Crowning Shield will get the rebound. She'll bring it up, and whoa, gotta be careful, make sure you're over the timeline, and McCormick just did get there. Marichak got beat defensively, and that's going to be a, I'm waiting to see if it's 2 shots. She definitely was going up for the shot. We'll see if they called it that way. Yeah, now send McCormick to the line. Now be Harrison with the foul, and all of a sudden, Black River with 16 fouls already with 3:27 to go in the third quarter, and there's 3 fouls on both of their post players. Harrison with 3, and then Valenti with 3. And McCormick will miss that one. She's been pretty hot from the free throw line. She'll miss that one. And coming back in the ball game now for Proctor will be Hillary Tabor, number 30. She had a very solid first half of play for Proctor. So the lead stays at 4, and the second shot coming up for McCormick, and the lead will be still 4. As Palmer got to the rebound, and again Palmer will just bring it up herself. And Palmer again very good in that first half, and she's got to get re-involved. And nice backup on play by Chambers. As ball went through O'Neal's hands, and Chambers goes baseline. Oh, great glide, slapped out bounce by McCormick. Great glide along the baseline. She just left his shot a little soft, and now Chambers will adjust her hairband and get set to put the ball into play. 3:12 to go in the third quarter. It's been a chess match. Palmer. Traveled, yep. Well, she got a good spot to go up with the shot, but she wanted, and that happens at this young age. They feel compelled to take another pass when they're open for the shot. And right there was one of those cases where it turned into a travel. And here comes Sweener. Sweener with acceleration. Sweener in. Sweener running one-hander. Too hard. Rebound. Fought for Sweener. The Chaffee to the basket. It won't go. Kept alive, and it'll kick out all the way to Marichak. Yeah, and Sweener will come in and knock the ball away, but there's the backup by Palmer. Now Palmer will cross the timeline with 2:48 to go. Palmer, boy, she put that ball right out in front of her and almost got to take it away. Jump ball. It's going to be Proctor basketball. Chambers got tied up, and now Seiler will come back in the basketball game, number 11 for Black River, and she'll replace Marichak, 33. And there it is, the long outlet pass, and Sweener will go up. No, try to use the glass, and I believe O'Neill tipped it. Yeah, it'll be off O'Neill. And Corbin, number 1, coming in the ballgame for O'Neill, for Black River. And Proctor in the home whites in this JV consolation game has the basketball. They got the box formation set up, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Seiler. Boy, they didn't get a hand on the ball. It would have easily been just like that. Yeah, nobody turned around and looked for Bobby Sue Sweener, and she kissed it off the glass and in, and the lead goes back to 6 at 25-19. Still got the championship game to go in this West Rutland Rotary JV tournament, and Seiler, oh, she's going to get the 5 count there. She's just going to rid the ball to Corbin, back to Seiler, and there's a screen set by Palmer, and then Sweener with a nice switch off, and then McCormick with the switch off, and oh, I'll tell you, that was a creative shot. It didn't happen, but that was a pretty nice move, actually. McCormick with the basketball, work off the Sweener screen. She'll go up for a 3. No. And the rebound controlled by number 11, Seiler. Black River had it. There was a chance for Campbell. She couldn't hold it for Proctor. And now Seiler with 1:51 to go in the third quarter will bring the ball down in the corner to Chambers. Left alone and won't get the bounce. She's been hot in this third quarter for Black River. Whoops, McCormick will go back, get the basketball. And her pass will go to Sweener. She got fouled. I like the way Sweener's taking it to the hoop tonight. There's none of this left to right play. It's right at the hoop.
Red. 2-5 red.
This will be Harrison with the foul. And that will send Bobby Sue Sweener to the line. And that's the 4th foul on Harrison. As they get everybody lined up down on the box, he'll get set, and the first free throw coming up for Sweener. Usually pretty good from the free throw line. She'll line it up and not quite. And Knowles will come in the basketball game, 21 for Proctor, along with Guyette, number 34. And Asa Aguirre will come in, number 23 for Harrison for Black River. I tell you, I don't know how Sweener didn't make that shot, but she made that one. She got the 2 points. It just took her an extra shot, and she got the offensive rebound and gently put it up and in. Lead at 8 now, 27-19. Corbin will come back to meet the ball. The defender fell down. It was going to open up to that side of the floor, and Corbin might be a little bit short, yeah, with the shot. Could have rushed it a little bit. And again, with 1:08 to go, they will find Knowles down the floor. The ball will come back to Sweener. She'll dump it back into Chaffee. She'll go to the hole and put it in. Nice job by Sweener, just keeping everything composed in a very chaotic situation. And she got the ball down to the open person, which was Chaffee, and she made the bucket. And all of a sudden, that leads Balloon to 10 points at 29-19. Palmer wants to bring it back up top, and Seiler, 3-second call, yep. And Chambers got called. She got down in the paint, never got back out. And now O'Neill will come in for Corbin for Black River. And again, it's press in the second half. One of the adjustments Proctor's made is they're just dribbling up against it. They're just giving it to either McCormick when she's in there or Sweener. But they're just breaking the press that way instead of trying to pass across, and Chaffee will spin, and oh, nice move in the low post by Chaffee. She felt the defender on her backside and just spun off from her and got the shot down and in. 12-point lead now, 31-19, and it's been a Proctor third quarter. And Palmer trying to take Sweener off the dribble, gets it to Asa Aguirre. She'll bring it back on Seiler. Well, she pulled up, and O'Neill got it. O'Neill will get the lead back down to 10 with 1 second to go, and that will be the third quarter in Proctor with a 10-point lead, 31-21 in the consolation game at the Hinchy Gym. For Black River, it's very important to get something positive to happen early in the fourth quarter, whether it's a basket and then a defensive stop or a couple shots here inside, but they're down 10, and Knowles almost got the steal. Palmer will get the ball back and then travel. Well, not really the worst thing. They didn't turn the ball over. They got it back on turnover on the steal. They got the ball back and then they traveled, but now they need a defensive stop here, and this ball will be taken out of bounds by Knowles, number 21, and that's O'Neill on her defensively. And they'll have Connell come back in and meet the pass. So Connell had a big break there in the third quarter, and that's Guyette with the catch. He's going to find a pass to Connell, and that's going to be tipped out of bounds by Seiler. And I believe it was last touched by Seiler, and that is the case. And it'll be Proctor basketball, and they'll have it over on that far sideline of the Hinchy Gym, the West Rutland Rotary JV basketball tournament. And boy, look where Chaffee caught the ball. That's hard to stop. Oh, she stopped herself by missing. And it's going to be coming out, and Chambers will get the ball down on the dribble. Valeni back in the ball game with those 3 fouls, and it's going to be a foul called.
White. 2-1 white.
And Knowles got called for the foul. Okay. That was quite a tumble she took there, but she seems to be all right. Yeah, bring the ball into Seiler. She's being guarded by Knowles. Seiler. Boy, she went for the layup, lost the handle, got it back, and Palmer traveled. Yep. And Sweener back in the basketball game after a very brief rest will come in for Proctor and replace Knowles, who will sit down, and they'll have Connell take the ball out on the far side. There's Sweener, and a little bounce pass out in front, and Connell lost the handle on it, and now, what they call? Okay, possession arrow on a jump ball will be Proctor basketball. And it'll be Connell looking to bring the ball into play. They'll get to Chaffee, and she will jump ball. It'll be Black River basketball. Well, a lot of traffic down here. And now O'Neill will bring the ball into play, and Proctor, with 1 minute gone here in this third quarter, still with that 31-21 lead, and this will be Palmer with the basketball. And Black River needs to put together a couple buckets to get kind of back into the ball game emotionally. The push call. Sweener will be called for the push. That's only the 4th team foul, so no shots yet for Black River. Plus, she wasn't in the act of shooting, obviously. And this will be the 3rd foul on Sweener. Valeni with the catch. Will bring the ball down. Pivot, cut inside, and she got the ball knocked away from behind.
33 white.
That'll be Chaffee called for the foul, and that's going to be the 5th team foul. So it's been a long game because of all the fouls, and now each team getting, well, 7 fouls already on Black River, 5 on Proctor. O'Neill will bring the ball up to Seiler. She'll come to Palmer, back to Seiler, made a nice catch. And boy, she got down inside nothing but white shirts. And that's going to be the 6th foul on Proctor, the push called. And that'll be Connell with the foul. I believe she just joined the 3. No, wow, that's her 1st foul. So the next foul that Proctor commits will be shots coming up for Black River. 3 ball, no. Rebound. Chambers, I believe, is going to call for the push. Okay, and it's the 1-and-1. I was waiting to see. So Gillum will come down and shoot the 1-and-1 as that becomes the 8th foul now on Black River, and Chambers for their 3rd personal foul. It's her 8th foul on Black River, 3rd foul on Chambers, and Gillum at the line. Got set and couldn't get it to drop. Boy, Chaffee got there, and I believe that was blocked by Valeni. Yeah, and she'll take the dribble out of the traffic and give it to Seiler, and Seiler again got some court to work with, and she'll bring it right down to Guyette. And you can see Connell trying to get the steal, and that's going to be O'Neill. Nope. Oh, look at Valeni, got it. Offensive rebound off the missed shot, and Valeni will make the basket. Now we'll make it an 8-point ball game with 6:17 to go into consolation game. And Sweener, and it's going to be a foul. Yeah, that'll be shots coming up. O'Neill will be called for the foul, and I believe that's going to be her 3rd personal. And now it's up to Proctor to knock down these free throws, because that's the 9th team foul. The next foul will be 2 shots for Proctor the rest of the night. And Connell at the line, and she's been very accurate. And she has good patience before her shot, and that's going to be foul. Yeah, she missed a shot. Gillum got the offensive rebound and put it right up and got fouled. So Gillum will go to the line now, and she'll be shooting 2. And she would have been shooting 2 anyways because she was fouled in the act of shooting, but it's also just coincidental that it's the 10th team foul, so she's been shooting 2 no matter what. That's going to be the 4th foul on Chambers of Black River, and that's going to miss. And that will send Marichox in for Chambers for Black River. And Gillum trying to salvage 1 and 2 here. Will get set, 0 in, and take the shot with 6:11 to go. And that's going to happen. Looked good when it left her hand, and it got the little bounce and dropped up and in. And Palmer now will bring the ball down, and she's told to push the ball up the floor. In that 2-3 zone's been very passive 2-3 zone. And that's going to be tipped, and it'll go out of bounds and stay for Black River. Again, this is the West Rutland Rotary Club's JV basketball tournament they have every year. Marichok's turned into a double team, and yeah, they grabbed a hold of her arm, and shots coming up for Marichok's now will be the 1-and-1. It'll be Gillum called for the foul, and Marichok's at the line. And again, long game with all these fouls. And Black River at the point where they down 9 really need to start knocking down the free throws, and that's going to be good. You can tell that one when it left her hand that it was going to happen, and she had a nice stroke on the basketball, and it'll make it now a 32-24 ball game. And that shot, I guess it didn't hit anything. So she got 1 and 2, and now they'll set up the press, and the ball will automatically go over to Proctor as it missed the rim, and Sweener will let the ref have the touch-up, and Sweener looking for that long outlet. We'll go to Guyette, and she will get a hold of it and find Connell. Connell now will run the show. She'll run the point on this possession, as, again, the guard play's been exceptionally well done tonight by Proctor, whether it's been McCormick, Sweener, or Connell. Sweener, front rimmed it, Chaffee, got it. Offensive rebound for Chaffee, and then a nice touch will put the shot up and in, and lead goes back to 10 with 5.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter of play. And that's going to be Palmer with the basketball. And boy, again, they're playing right into the zone right now with the tempo. Nice switch, and then the steal by Guyette, and she'll find Sweener, and they're going to push the basketball way down the floor looking for Connell, and the catch was made. It bounced a little bit away from her, but Connell will travel. She actually slipped, but it's still a travel, but her foot slid. And Corbin coming in the ball game, number 1 for Black River. And then we have LaPlante 41, Crowning Shield 23, and Campbell 32 coming in for Proctor. And all this going on with 5:08 to go in the basketball game. Again, Seiler will have a lot of court to work with bringing the ball up, and Corbin will look from the elbow and bring it back up top to Seiler. And it's Crowning Shield there defensively. And again, Seiler will push the ball inside to Valenti. She'll turn, wheel, and I believe she got fouled. Yeah, she's going to be shooting the 1-on-1. It's going to be a foul on LaPlante. That will stop the clock with 4:48 to go, and it's going to be Tina Valenti at the line. And again, they need these shots. Down 10. Valenti with a little ritual will roll around and rim it off, and Campbell will get the rebound, and she'll find Guyette. Guyette looking down the court will find Crowning Shield. Crowning Shield throws it top, and Sweener with a great catch. Great catch by Sweener, and then a running one-hander. Kind of sliced away from the basket, but she almost put enough English on it to make it happen. But a nice job by Sweener all the way around. And Seiler come to Valenti, and Corbin, no, a little strong and long, and the ball go out of bounds off from one of the Black River players. And Harrison and Chambers both coming in the ball game now for Black River. You see Sweener looking long, had it covered this time. Guyette was there for the short pass, gave it back to Sweener. Sweener had a little bit of a head of steam built up and carried the basketball. She had a pretty good head of steam going, got the ball, and then made the move and carried the ball over. And they're going to let McCormick and Tabor. So McCormick and Tabor come in the ball game for Proctor. That's that Proctor bench now getting a lot of playing time late in the ball game. They've been very effective off the bench. Chambers, no. Rebound, going to be a push from behind. If it's Sweener, it's her 4th. There's going to be 4 fouls on Sweener, and Valenti back at the line. That's the 9th team foul. So Valenti And Black River, one more foul by Proctor, will be shooting 2 the rest of the night. And Tina Valenti at the line. Is set, looks, and no. Yeah, nobody realized it's just a 1-and-1, and Campo got the rebound, and she'll give it to McCormick. McCormick got 1 speed, that's full throttle, and she'll work out the screen set by Tabor, and Tabor will get the ball back, and she's going to swing it up top, and crowning shield. I'm waiting to see if it was tipped. They say it was not tipped, and it's going to be Black River basketball, and that stopped the clock with 3:56 to go. And now Palmer will come in for O'Neill for Black River. And again, just a 10-point deficit, but they got to string together a little run here, points. Chambers with the catch, and Proctor that 2-3 zone. And Chambers got it! 3-pointer by Chambers. Got a couple now in the ball game, she does. You can see Valenti on the ball, and 5-second call, and it's going to give Black River back the basketball down 7 with 3:36 to go. And they want to bring Chambers around number 5. There she is, and she'll take the ball out of bounds and bring it into play. And they will kick it out to Valenti, and oh, she could have nailed that. She would have got the shot and the free throw, but she's going to get 2 shots coming up. And it's going to be Crowning Shield picking up the foul, and Valenti at the line. And boy, it just plays right into Black River's hands right here because they stop the clock down 7 and get shots now. And that's going to bring Connell back in the basketball game for Proctor, number 11. 2 shots coming up for Valenti. That's on the 10th team foul. Looking to find a rhythm out there from the free throw line. Oh. And they're going to bring Connell in for Crowning Shield. That's 4th foul on Crowning Shield also, and I missed that one earlier, but that's 4 fouls on Crowning Shield, and Connell back in the game. Again, trying to salvage 1 here and cut the lead to 6. Nope. And the rebound will come down to McCormick, and McCormick slowed down a little bit that time by Seiler, but she'll go to Sweener. Sweener's still in the ballgame with the 4 fouls, and she's going to go all the way in, and that's going to be blocked. And Chambers will wrap the pass around to Palmer. She'll split the defense. They got a 3-on-1. Oh, nice shot. Who got back there? Campo got back and made the play defensively, and it's going to be Harrison with the basketball. She'll turn and bring it back up to Palmer. Black River retains possession, but a nice play by Campo and Chambers. Nope. Valenti, nope. They had a couple good looks and couldn't just convert the buckets. And 3 minutes straight up to go now, and this will be McCormick bringing the basketball down. McCormick trying to work off the screen. They'll kick it back, and this will be Tabor. Tabor will push the ball inside to Connell. She'll go to the hole and left it short. Nice move, just didn't get the finish, and Palmer has her pass tip. It'll go to Chambers, back to Valenti. She can dribble, there she goes, and she'll work off the screen now, set by Palmer. Little bounce pass front court, be Seiler. Seiler back to Valenti, and she wants to bring the ball on this side to Chambers, and they're hoping she gets hot from the 3-point arc, and that's going to be on the floor, picked up by Palmer. Seiler, got it. 3-pointer for Seiler. No, they're going to correct it and say 2. It was overruled and said 2-point shot. Okay, and they asked full timeout? Yes. They're going to go with a full timeout, and Black River down 4 at 34-30. They corrected the score too. That last shot was a 2-point shot, and it was a correct call also. It makes it 34-29, so it's a 5-point lead, and they'll get the ball in. Connell will have the basketball. That was a full timeout taken by Black River, and Sweener wants to bring it back, and that's just the play. They didn't get the finish once, but Chaffee will get it. That's just exactly what the coach drew up. I was looking down in their huddle. Here comes the ball, squirts free from Sweener, and Chambers. Oh, Sweener with a great play, but it's going to be Valenti with the basketball. They'll hit it on the trail. Harrison, no. Rebound will come down to Connell, and that was a great sequence of action both ways. And they'll be slowed down right now by Seiler, and then Sweener carried the ball over on the palm. Sweener just beside herself. Got big eyes there. You can see her rolling on the call. I don't think she's disagreeing with it. I think she's more frustrated with herself. So a minute 59 to go in a 5-point ball game in a consolation game. Still got the title game to go. Oh, Palmer brought it all the way out. She almost could have turned and taken it in. No, she won't take the shot. And oh, a little long and strong, and it'll come back up top. Campo with the basketball. With a minute 47 to go. Sweener, right person to get the hands on the ball, goes to Connell. She'll step aside the defense. Jump ball. Going to be Proctor basketball. And it's strange because the first quarter was kind of choppy. The second quarter flowed really well. Third quarter was kind of choppy, but the fourth quarter's really had a rhythm to it. Connell. Got it to Sweener. She'll go back to Connell. She'll fake, travel. Oh, she knew it. Yep. She faked the shot and shuffled the foot, and we're going to have Coach Dobart calling timeout. She looks a little exasperated right now. So it's Proctor up by 5 with 1:38 to go. Black River with the ball and almost in position with 1:37 to go, where you need to score. I mean, it's 5 points is not insurmountable, but that's just kind of way the game's gone. If they give up another bucket or two here to Proctor, you would almost feel it was over. So they need points, whether it's a 1, 2, or 3-pointer, but they need points. And don't forget, everybody's got 10 team fouls, so everybody's shooting 2 the rest of this basketball game. And Seiler, who's hit a couple threes, has drawn a lot of attention outside now. And Chambers, who's been shooting very well from the outside, will put it up, and no. Rebound will come down to Harrison. She'll go up, and no. Sweener will get the basketball with 1 minute to go, and Sweener will dribble out of traffic, goes down that far side. Sweener being hounded there by Seiler. Sweener will break the timeline, and now Proctor, really all you got to do is spread the floor and make Black River fall. There you go, okay. And that time it was patience, and to quote Coach Dobart, they didn't freak out over it. I love the young coaches because they can still play and they react to all that emotion like that, but they were composed. And that's what they did. They spread the floor and waited for the foul to be committed with 49 seconds to go. And it's a 5-point lead, and Sweener at the line will be up and a little short. So, turned into quite the consolation game. And O'Neill at the scorer's table will be in. Sweener will make that shot. And now O'Neill will come in for Palmer for Black River. And there'll be Harrison taking the basketball out of bounds. And boy, 49 seconds to go. They need buckets right now. There'll be Seiler. The 3-point arc brings it off on inside to Chambers, back to Seiler, and they bring it to Harrison, and she thought twice, took the shot, made it. Nice job. She kind of thought about it the second time and put the shot up and in, and the lead goes down to 4, 35-31. Sweener with the basketball. Can't let a lot of time evaporate here if you're Black River. You got to think about fouling pretty quick here. 27 seconds to go, and Connell with the basketball, and Connell down to 20 seconds to go. They'll bring her to Campo. She traveled. Oh, they got a break right there, Black River did. They let a lot of time go off the clock. 18 seconds left in the basketball game, down 4. But again, they don't have to think 3-ball. All they need is a 2-point shot. Seiler to Chambers, and boy, comes down to Valenti. Oh, she missed a little bunny. Comes down to Harrison. They'll kick it back out, and that's going to be a back court. No, she'll save it. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and Chambers, no, and then Proctor's going to hold on as Gilman will get the basketball, and Proctor in a wild one will win it 35-31 over Black River in the consolation game at the West Rutland Rotary's JV basketball tournament. I'll tell you, there were anxious moments for both coaches in the basketball game, but again, it was competitive. I thought it'd be pretty evenly matched, and every time Proctor built up a 7, 8, 9, at one point 12-point lead, Black River was able to respond and answer. And that's good ball game. Good job coaching, too, by both sides. And a very well officiated basketball game. We see the handshakes, and of course, we're going to see the trophy presentation as we'll get the consolation game done on the championship game for you at a later air date. And again, Jen Dobart and Luigi Valenti did an excellent job. Big smile for Coach Dobart down there.
I'd like to take a couple minutes to present the third place trophy to the Proctor Phantoms. Could the coach come out of the players? Good game, and thank you for coming to our tournament to both teams. And thank you to the Rotary Club for the sponsorship.